Did you know that humans are getting shorter? What does bacon and eggs have to do with the CIA successfully overthrowing the government of Guatemala? Which country has a life expectancy of only 14 years old? Learn the stories behind these and so much more in my new book, Facts That Aren't True. Don't forget about my other book, Rational Answers to Stupid Questions. Link in the description. I hear this argument a lot, like, oh, atheists are always like, why doesn't God do anything about XYZ? And then they get mad when God does do something about it. And they reference the flood where God killed every like pregnant woman and her fetus as if that was good or something. So they say like, well, you'd say he should do something and then he did, and then when he did, you get mad. It's like, okay, let's flip this around. God gives humans free will and then kills them and punishes them eternally for using it. That also makes really no sense.
He created us with the gift of free will, and just says, if you don't do these things, bad things will happen, and that's what happens.
So if
He's like,
I were to,
you still get free will. You're not going to be a slave, but if you just follow my words, And he's even more forgiving than the other gods. The other gods say you'll never see good things if you do these wrong things. But he says even if you did the wrong things, you will still experience the good, and he proves it.
Yeah, this is terrible. If I was going to, if I did one of two things, I said, okay, this group of people, you tell me which of these is better. This group of people, you're going to go through this maze. Some of you will die the most horrendous imaginable death in that maze, and then some of you are going to come out of that maze and you'll be just fine. This group of people go through the maze and nothing bad is going to happen. Second one sounds better, doesn't it?
Yes. Not sure. I don't see the relation.
Because God created humans preemptively knowing, well, some of them are going to do the worst imaginable things, and I'm going to send them to the worst imaginable place, and some of them won't. God made the first maze, not the second maze. The second maze, people have complete free will. They can do whatever. They can't do the most horrendous imaginable stuff, and other people don't suffer, and it does not lead to an eternity of suffering at the end, because nothing justifies an eternity, an eternal punishment. But God made the first maze, is basically what I'm saying.
Well, if this is talking about free will, then there's no second maze, because you can deny responsibility for your actions. But God didn't make perfect people. He didn't say, I'm creating the perfect person, and if you do wrong, then you are bad for me. No, he says, I'm creating humans for a reason and a purpose. And if you do good things, I have good things for you. And if you do bad things, there's a place who wants people who did bad things.
Yeah, the Holocaust was God's intention.
You're not even in the wrong.
Yeah, but that makes
you're not in the wrong by doing bad things.
Yeah, but
because there's a place who wants those people. So you're perfect with the free will to choose. But if you do those bad things, it's going to feel really, really bad, because there's a place who wants those people. They value you. They want you to do those bad things. And he says, hey, they want you, if you do those things, if you follow these, couple guidelines, I'll show you miracles in real time. And if you don't, it's going to feel really, really bad, because humans aren't perfect. They're designed to choose left and right and wrong, moment by moment. And either way you choose, you will be wanted somewhere. And so one place is going to feel a lot better than the other.
That sounds great until we realize the conclusion to that is that the Holocaust was God's plan for humanity. So.
Well, I mean, there's always a thing to say, well, this bad thing happened and God's in charge of it all, so why did it happen? Right?
Well, it happened according to God's will, so.
Yeah, and God didn't create this to be only good. If it was all only good, then there would never be anything bad, but it's obviously not, right? So he never said.
Yeah, I wouldn't create that world. I wouldn't do it.
Well, he's got a little bit of longer eyesight than me and you do.
So we're better off that things like the Holocaust happen than not happening.
Well, so
Because
from what we can see from the Holocaust, right? So
he's
from what we can see,
is God Danny Ainge? Are we just supposed to trust the process?
well, you know, there's,
Oh no,
there's a
he's the
lot of
manager
things
of
you
this.
should.
Wait, who's the manager for the 76ers? I don't remember. Chat, who's the manager for the 76ers? I don't remember.